The tweet above says, "Hello everyone, I hope you're having a pleasant day," and it showed that photo that I was talking about a couple of days ago with like a very tiny Sue next to Mark and his balls and all. Oh, suddenly it's not funny anymore. Note it. So this is a re-recording. Luckily I only got 4 minutes into the original video. I have a confession to make. I played Rust and had fun. We don't shadow ban because we use a different word for it. Be more funny if it wasn't so sinister and underhanded. I'm not remotely surprised we all knew this would happen. Evidence is just gravy. What a great relief. Extraordinary news. A basketball star, but also a gay black woman, is released. And yes, of course we want other prisoners like Paul Whelan released. So remember this guy? Probably the origin of the soy face. Had a vasectomy, and when I woke up, my wife's boyfriend surprised me with a Switch and a copy of Breath of the Wild. Look at that. White dad, white mom. That baby looks Asian to me. Where I'm raising it more. She looks just like her mother. No idea the famous Switch picture could get even worse. Here we go. This BS again. Shut the fuck up, Jordan. Fox Populi, Fox Day. Take, for example, Stanford stock Dr. J, who argued that corona lockdowns would harm children. Twitter secretly placed him on a trans blacklist which prevented his tweets from trending. So the conspiracy theorists falsely claiming Twitter was suppressing and shadow banning high-profile accounts were actually right all along. Shocker. Former worker speaks out loud. Really shocking that right-wingers were being deliberately censored by Twitter. Who would have ever suspected it? The third worldization of Western cities. Spare thought for the UK's hundreds of thousands of homeless sleeping in sub-zero temperatures in this rate. If only they'd arrived in a dinghy from France, the government would have been putting them up in nice, warm, cozy 4-star hotels. But the 4-star ones aren't good enough. Former head of France's Secret Service warned that uncontrolled mass migration is the only issue facing this country, the threat and civil peace. Authorities are investigating death threats posted online that appeared to target Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell, with the perpetrator roundabout both being fascists and threatening to kill the cracker children of racist people who voted for them. Biden administration climate czar John Kerry decided Thursday that he would like to see American taxpayers fund reparations for past pollution. Twitter Files Part 2, Twitter Secret Blacklists. Let's go on Friday the 9th of December 2022. The exam went... I thought like 40 minutes into it, it's a 1 hour exam. I only had like 500 words. Whereas for both English exams, I had 800. Which, that might still not be good enough, I don't know. But eventually I got it up to like 700, I think. But most of the time during the exam, and I'm going to get closer to my phone. I'll put the chair down. Okay. So, during most of the exam, I heard someone in the other room, like, banging his hand on the desk, shouting like Hitler, saying something along the lines of, "I don't give a fuck about the year 8s, I'll beat the shit out of them." And initially, before I heard the bad language, I thought it was the history teacher. You know who I'm talking about. He's probably the loudest teacher in the entire school. But then I listened to it some more, and I thought, oh, it's the media teacher. Because, I mean, he does swear. Just, I don't think, if you're saying anything about beating the shit out of the year, he would be saying sarcastically. So, I guess it's a student. I don't know. But as for the exam itself, the questions were worded terribly. Most of the stuff we learned about AC, we could not apply to the exam because of how the questions were worded. For example, question 1D was like, how do Ubisoft, like, assert Assassin's Creed's relevance in the media. And then question 2B was like, how do Ubisoft target audiences? And I get that those questions do sound nothing alike, but when I was writing them, I wrote basically the same thing. It was like, for 1D, it was like, it's a multimedia franchise, you got books, comics, manga, etc. And for 2B, I don't even remember, I haven't talked to anyone about it yet because I haven't been on the PlayStation yet. I don't have anything else to say. So Cat Williams, Priceless Afterlife. It's good, but yeah, he repeated himself a lot, and I think that might be intentional, but it just didn't really work. I don't know if this is Twitter or not. It's Twitter as of 28 past 1 p.m. Someone said they'd like to dedicate an award to Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. When it comes to Game Awards, I don't really care about Game of the Year, which they are always heavily biased, but this time it's something that people actually wanted, and that's Elden Ring. I would have preferred God of War, but I'm fine with Elden Ring, although I would have preferred Stray, if not God of War. Twitter been sued for disproportionately firing female employees in November, where it reportedly laid off 57% of female workers compared to 47% of men per the lawsuit female writers. Wow, it's almost 50-50. What's the problem? Maybe just statistically there are more women who work at Twitter that were biased or something. I don't know. Musk said he was going to remove people being useless on new jobs. It was mostly women. On Elon's Twitter, slurs against black people have tripled. Slurs against women are up 33%. Slurs against Jewish people are up 61%. And slurs against gay men are up 58%. These numbers are beyond abysmal and unacceptable today. Whoever are demanding action. Those are just rookie numbers.